Yeah, let's get it poppin'. James 4th, I'm back. We back, Big City. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boy, it's James IV. That's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap? No cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screens. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts ain't got the same sauce. Nah, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SPD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Planet Earth, baby.
Yes, yes, yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, K-Sap. What's up? What's up? What's up? I see everybody in the chat. Once you come in, do me a favor. Man, drop a like on the video. Drop a like on the video. Once you get in here, please drop a like on the video. That goes for everybody that's in the background watching, that don't be chatting, that be hate watching. Just go ahead and drop a like on the video. Drop a like on the video. I see y'all in the building. I see you, Faz. I see you, New Guy. I see you, Jay Davis, Patricia Burton. I see you, ADP, Art Creation. I see you, Paige. I see you, T. Carmella. Yeah, shout out to my girl, ADP, Art Creation, new member. Show her some love. Y'all give her a round of applause.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar.
Y'all give her a round of applause. I see you, Linnell Wyatt. I see you, Ron 314. I see you, All Things Helen G. I see you, Victoria Teller. Yeah. Oh, your card was locked. Okay. Well, I appreciate you re-upping with us. I appreciate you re-upping with us, ADP Art Creation. I appreciate that. I see everybody in the building, man. Do me a favor, man. Drop a like on the video. Drop a like on the video, please. Drop a like on the video. But man, y'all see the title of the show. Y'all see the title of the show. I hear them chirping. Y'all hear them chirping out there, y'all? I'm asking my chat. I'm talking to my chat right now. Do y'all hear them chirping? Do y'all hear them chirping? I hear them chirping. Hey, I appreciate your time, Tide 89. I subscribe because you the truth. I appreciate that. I see you, Miss Delaware. I see you, Miss Delaware. I see you, AC Shot-Town Calvin. I see you in the building. Man, make sure y'all not subscribed. I see you, Jackie. If y'all not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Well, this is highly requested, right? Everybody likes when I go on the D block. What's up, New Guy? Bag lady is beaten in Dallas. Yeah, hey, everybody likes when I go on the D block. So what I said, we going on the D block. Everybody likes the D block. See, They like it when I go in the D block. I see you, Chicago Cheetah. Hey, but I hear them out there chirping, guys. And the reason why I labeled this show, I hear them chirping. Tiara, what's the D block? Hey, stick around and find out what's the D block. The D block is where we give it to you raw, uncut, and unfiltered. Straight down your throat. No diddy. But look, I hear them chirping. I see your autism boy, Cottage 81. I see you. Salute, bro. Where's my wrench at? Oh, you want a wrench? You want to be one of them mods, man? I see your Oakland Trap House. ADP, tell him it's off the chain. Autism boy. Let me go ahead and honor your request, man. Let me go and honor your request. Make you a mod. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead. I got you, autism boy. There you go, autism boy. You in there. I got you. That's right, Paige. Dallas Wing was on fire tonight. Dallas Wings was on fire tonight. Azaria James and Paige Bueckers was out there balling, but we gonna get off into it. Chicago Cheetah. Let me go ahead and get you a mod. You in there, Chicago Cheetah? Chicago Cheetah? Y'all up in there. What's up, Tony G? I ain't seen you in a minute. Glad you back. Man Bun actually did a decent job coming tonight. Yeah, but y'all see the title of the show. I see you, Reginald Banks. Look, I hear him chirping. And the reason why I hear him chirping, guys, I see you, T. Carmelo. Hey, the reason why I hear him chirping, because we had this conversation coming into the WNBA. They said that Paige don't move the needle. That's what they told me. They say Paige don't move the needle. Paige ain't a draw. Paige ain't got nothing on the player. But I beg to differ in my bro Claude voice. They out there chirping. They put out this thing and everybody got mad because the player was ranked number 9 point guard in the WNBA by her peers. But y'all see the 4 point guards that we got on the. You see the 4 guards we got on the screen. Come on now, basketball, man. Watching the intangibles, watching what these people are doing. Hey, shout out to Oakland Trap House for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
You said you the truth. My 2-year-old loves the money sound. I appreciate that. Yeah, Lady J Hoops. I see you. I see everybody. But look, I don't throw a rock and hide my hand. I always show my face. So I'm here. I'm here, guys. But y'all see the title of the show. That's what they told me. They said Paige don't move the needle. She's not a draw. She don't compare to the player. Paige Bueckers, like I've stated, and I have to give props to my man Mo3 when we talked about this coming into the second year in the WNBA. We talked about it. We talked about how Paige Bueckers got the total bag. She got a multiplicity of skills. She is a true baller. She's not a one-trick pony. She can do it all. Paige is out there showing out. And wait till Juju comes. These are the things that they say. Exactly. I'll name this YT later. I see. Yeah, Paige is a straight, she's the truth, man. Paige right now, the way Paige is representing right now, she can easily be in the top 5, top 7 in the WNBA right now. But when I told y'all guys, when she played at Connecticut, when Gino Auriemma had her locked down in a system, I said, when she gets to the WNBA, you're going to see the real Paige. Gino had her in a system. Now she's out there free flowing. She's out there showing you the skill set that she can bring to the table. She's a difference maker. And we talked about it earlier with her and Arike Umbawale. We produced a show was talking about whose team is it. You better move over, Arike. There's a new sheriff in town. What's going on, Nate? What's going on, Squeak? Lisa G says, say Lisa. KSAT, why does she bring in people to the arena? She doesn't. KSAT, why doesn't she bring Lisa G? What are you talking about? She's a needle mover. They out there chirping. That's the narrative that y'all want to. That's the narrative that y'all want to talk. Paige is out there. She's a needle mover. What's up, Mel from Man Down Sports? Salute, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing over there. If y'all not subscribed to Man Down Sports, man, y'all go over there and subscribe to my man Mel. Mel's over there doing his thing, man. Great production. Produces a great show. He gives you everything that you need. Go rock with my brother, man. He's been on this panel before, so for everybody that's been around for a while, y'all know who Mel is from Man Down Sports, man. Y'all go over there and rock out with Mel. I guess y'all guys remember Sports T. Sports T came from his network. She's over there doing her thing. She's been on the panel a couple times. But go over there and salute my brother Mel from Man Down Sports, man. Doing great work over there. Keep work up, my brother. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Paige Bueckers, man, she out there. Paige Bueckers tonight, what Paige did tonight, dropped 23, dropped it on Phoenix's head. Her and that Azura James, they doing it. But they out there chirping. But we told you guys that Paige is what's up. Now, I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. And everybody's talking about she was no comparison to the player. But let me read y'all this article. Now take a look. Paige Bueckers smashes WNBA record held by Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers is already making her mark on the WNBA. Dallas Wings superstar rookie guard Paige Bueckers was recently named an all-star starter for the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game, a rarity for any All-Star game, but Bueckers has been electric this season, averaging 18.4 points a game, 5.8 assists, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.8 steals. Those accolades led Bueckers being named the WNBA Rookie of the Month for June as she upped her scoring to over 20 points a game, even scoring 35 points against the Phoenix Mercury earlier in the month. She has quickly made her mark on the WNBA, gaining popularity quickly. I mean, quickly. Also, the returns from the All-Star voting are back, with Bueckers finishing 5th in the media voting, 4th in player voting, and 2nd in fan voting at her position. Like the NBA, the voting is split between 3, with the fans being responsible for 50% of the voting process. She ended up receiving 805,471 fan votes, only 2nd in her position to the player, 1,293,526. Bueckers actually had the top weighted score of any WNBA player, as the WNBA player somehow listed the player with the 9th most votes, in an odd selection that reeks of jealousy. See, they're using that word jealousy. They're throwing that word jealousy around. I don't like that. But Bueckers, 800 fan votes smashed the player's WNBA record of fan votes received by a rookie, as the player finished with 735 last season. Both players can attribute with helping grow the WNBA and attention paid to the league, as both were stars in college that have carried over to the WNBA. Now, with that being said, guys, this is what I don't understand. They said that she don't move the needle. They said she don't move the needle. I beg to differ. People are voting for her, so Paige is making a difference too. But they still out there chirping, guys. They still out there chirping. That's what I don't understand. They still out there chirping. Paige is out there making a big difference. She's making an impact on the WNBA. Paige is making an impact. Exactly, Reginald Banks, but they try to downplay Paige. They said that she was no comparison to the player, that she wasn't going to produce like the player, that she wasn't going to come into the WNBA and do the things that she was doing. Do y'all realize the player? Do y'all realize what I just read off? Paige Bueckers is flat out getting it done. Now, also, on the flip side of this, Indiana's Kelsey Mitchell. Everybody don't want to give Kelsey Mitchell the credit that she deserves. They don't want to give Kelsey Mitchell the credit that she deserves for balling out. When I came on here last year and said Kelsey Mitchell was the best player on the Indiana Fever at that time, I'm standing 10 toes down. Right now, Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston are carrying that team. They are the two best players on that Indiana Fever team, regardless how you slice it or dice it. They are the two best players on that Indiana roster, and they're making it happen. And that's without the player in the lineup. See, a lot of people was trying to push that narrative when they lost that first game without the player. Everybody pushed that narrative. I told y'all, you know, they not no good without the player. They need the player to win. But Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston have took matters in their own hand. And once again, they proved tonight that they are a well-oiled machine, and Stephanie White can actually do some coaching because she don't have to coddle to nobody. Tonight, they put belt to ass to the Las Vegas Aces. And tonight, you saw Kelsey Mitchell go fed. 25 points on 9 of 18 shooting, 50% from the field, 4-6 from three-point range. Also, you saw Aaliyah Boston go for 20 and 7 rebounds. But there were some people on the facility on a major media network talking about Aaliyah Boston is no good without the player in the lineup. That's what they was over there crashing out about. They was crashing out about Aaliyah Boston not being the same player when the player is out of the lineup. That was on a major media network, guys. That was on the major media network. They said that Aaliyah Boston is nothing without the player. I didn't say it. They said it. Didn't they say it? Didn't they say that Aaliyah Boston was nothing without the player? Man, the chat is popping tonight, man. The chat is popping tonight. And I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody's love. And like I said, man, look, we're doing more with your support. So thanks for your donations. Anytime that you can donate, we over here, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the donations and all the support. So y'all keep it coming. Y'all keep it growing. Y'all keep it flowing so we can keep producing this great content for you guys here in the Simply Ball Dropping community. Make sure y'all hit the like button. But I appreciate everybody's love and support. I don't know if you guys realize that the Players Club, they reached a milestone tonight, and they are now partners with the YouTube program. So now I have 5 syndicated shows under the Simply Ball Dropping Network that are partners with YouTube. And this goes with all the thanks and all the gratitude and all the love that y'all have been showing in this community to make it happen. So I do want to talk to my chat and let y'all know we appreciate all the love and support. We appreciate you guys rocking with us for all the hours that we be putting in, for the late night editions, the D blocks, the Players Club, the Full Court Trio, the Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports, the Steady Serving Sports ENT. We appreciate all the love and support. So with all your donations and stuff, we put that to work and we give you great content, and we continuously to upgrade our studios and keep on upgrading the material that y'all want to hear. And we're going to give it to you raw and uncut, straight down your throat on the D block. This is what the D block is. Everybody loves the D block. You can come in here and be your authentic self. You can come in here and you can talk your ish. You can talk your ish. This is what is here. I see you in the building, Steady Serving ENT. I see you in the building. But yeah, so we appreciate all the donations. Keep them coming. We put them to great use. That just helps build the channel, and that lets YouTube know that we doing the right thing. So we appreciate all the love and support. With that being said, but a lot of people said that Kelsey Mitchell is not the closer that the Indiana Fever need. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Also, I'm going to keep on saying this. They said that Aaliyah Boston was nothing without the player. Dexter, I said that, Dexter. I said that Ari McDonald fits that system better than the player. I said Ari McDonald fits that system better than the player. It's all facts. It's all facts. And now, we was talking about it the other day, how now all of a sudden Stephanie White is starting to use Timpson. And what does Timpson come in there and do? Timpson comes in there and gets on the rebounds. She muckies up the waters. She muckies up the waters. Now they flat out getting it done defensively. I hate to say it. They flat out getting it done defensively. And it's crazy that I'm saying that about the Indiana Fever, that this team is getting after it defensively. Do y'all understand that they getting it after it defensively? And when we talked about defense wins championships, offense sells tickets, well, basically that's what Indiana was living by, selling tickets. They wasn't worried about winning. They were just worried about selling tickets. But y'all diabolical. That's what they say. That's what a lot of these mainstream media is mad because somebody's guarding you 94 feet. Somebody said on the facility, a major mainstream media network talking about they not treating the player like the 9th best point guard in the league because they double teaming her. They picking her up 94 feet. Well, we can say the same thing for somebody over in Chicago where she gets triple teamed, but they told me she is offensively challenged. But she's seeing 3 bodies each time. Let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense, man. Shout out to my girl Bernadine Dorsey for the $10 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Salute, my love. Yeah, but they told me that the person in Chicago is offensively challenged but she's getting double and triple team every time she got the ball. But she's offensively challenged. But it's jealousy when the player gets picked up 94 feet. Come on, y'all make it make sense, man. See, we talking facts tonight, man. We giving it to them raw. I'm going to give them something to clip. If they want to clip, I want them to clip this. Because that's what they said. Y'all go listen to that segment on the facility when they was talking about the player rankings. They said it's jealousy because the player is ranked number 9 in point guards. Because people are not treating her like she's ranked number 9. They guarding her 94 feet. They fouling her hard. Oh, man, but there's a young lady over there in Chicago that gets triple and double team every time she sees the ball. But y'all said that she was offensively challenged. Come on now. Talk to me. Come on, chat. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stat. That's what they told me. They told me that Paige was going to come into the WNBA and she wasn't going to be able to do the things that she's doing. Ain't that what they said? I'm only telling y'all what they said. Paige is being out there balling, hands down leader of the Rookie of the Year. It started off with Kiki Arifin doing her thing. It started off with Sonia Citron doing her thing. But Paige Bueckers got a lot to say. Paige Bueckers tonight, her and Azara James, they combined for 61 points, y'all. 51 points, I'm sorry. And beat the Phoenix Mercury 98-89. Dallas Wings got more wins than what people thought they was going to have. And that's solely because of Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers was so efficient tonight. She had 23 points. She was 8-11 from field goals, 8 from 11, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from free throw line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Paige is out there flat out getting it done. What you say, Jeremy? Paige is in an unfortunate situation. I think Dallas only has 6, but Paige went out there, sucked it up, and got it done tonight. Paige is an all-star starter. Paige is starting in the all-star game. Paige is starting. Nah, Jared, I don't, nah. She was getting disrespected coming into the league. She was getting disrespected by these YouTube content creators. She was getting disrespected. I don't want to hear that, man. Nah, y'all go ahead with that Swan song. I don't want to hear that. Go ahead with that Swan song. Yeah. I didn't say you disrespected her, Jeremy. I'm talking about Jared, man. Talking about Paige is respected. Nah, they didn't respect her. They talking about she's not a needle mover. She don't bring what the player brings to the table. I beg to differ. Men lie, women lie, stats don't. Yeah, and Paige is better than the player right now, Sap. Yeah. To me, she's always been better than the player. But everybody called me a hater. Thank you, Dexter. Thank you, Dexter. That's a true statement right there. Paige is still getting disrespected by them fans. Jared, you missing the point, Jared. Jared, you missing the point, man. You got to listen. You missing the point. I got it up on the screen. She's getting disrespected by the players' fans. What's up, L? She's getting disrespected by the players' fans, man. Go back and you be on YouTube. You know what they were saying about Paige coming into this year. You know what they were saying about Paige. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can't tell these players, fans, the truth. We get hated for that, man. We get hated for that. Paige said the player is not the only one that gets double teamed. Angel has 3 people guarding her when she is in the paint. Also, the game tonight, Paige was getting double teamed and she was able to pass the ball out. Exactly. Thank you. What's up, BU? I see you. L said Paige will continue getting disrespected by the fan base because she dared to use her voice and her platform to elevate Black women in a respected, unapologetically way. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, man. Paige, but when I talked about Paige coming into this year and we had a breakdown on who you thought, had a better bag, Paige or the player. And what I said was Paige by far has a better bag than the player. She got more tools in the tool bag. But I got hated on for that. People came in the chat talking about, oh, you just hate the player and all this. Nah, this is basketball. This is basketball. Everybody sees that. Everybody sees, because that's why her peers in the game of basketball, they see the same things we see. That's why the player is rated the number 9 point guard in the league. Because there's other point guards out there that give you different attributions and give you a different skill set that equals the winning. That's what it is. Paige does things that help your ball club win. Arike Umbawale was the highlight last year because we know that she can get on the heater for the Dallas Wings. This year, Paige, as a rookie, has took the mantle, has snatched the baton from Arike Umbawale and letting her know, this is my team. Get on my shoulders and let's go for a ride. This is what she is doing. Paige is putting the onus on herself to flat out get it done. And her and Azuria James, they are the ones as guards. They feeding off of each other. I don't know if Arike can't compliment Paige, but Paige has been plenty of times been looking for Arike to get going, and she just can't get going. This is what we're talking about, Raw Kista. This is what we're talking about. This is see, if you guys would listen to what I'm saying, this is exactly what I'm alluding to. When I say that she was getting disrespected and they out there chirping, it's not the regular basketball fans. It's the players' fans. It's her fans. It's her fan base. It's her people on YouTube that support her. They are the ones that are out there chirping and disrespecting Paige. Because Paige is out there balling and she's flat out getting it done, and she has superseded what their player did her rookie year. This is what we're talking about. So guys, start listening to what I'm saying. Real basketball fans know. That's why her peer, I'm going to say this slowly. I'm going to say it slowly. This is why WNBA basketball, the ladies in WNBA basketball, the people that play the game, that's why they rated the player the number 9 point guard in the WNBA, because they see the same things that we have discussed over and over again on this platform. Did y'all hear that? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that. Her peers. Her peers. It ain't got nothing to do with people on YouTube voting and saying what they want to say. It's her peers that play the game, the same game she plays. Her peers voted her that. I didn't vote her that. Her peers voted her that. We're here to talk about it. We're here to let the media know that the people that play alongside Paige Bueckers, the player, Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, them peers rated them above the player. Why should I get hated on for that? It's out there. Her peers did this. So that's what I said. They chirping. They chirping. And I said, if y'all want to keep pushing the narrative that CC, the player, is the money draw, I'm going to let y'all have that. But when it comes to basketball play out there, her peers look at her different. Her peers look at her different. So I'm just going to let them keep on chirping, because every time some kind of ranking comes out and the player is not positioned where mainstream media wants her to be positioned, they have a hissy fit. I'm going to say that again. Every time a ranking comes out and the player is not in the position where they want the player to be, they have a hissy fit. Did y'all hear me? They have a hissy fit. Because I'm looking at a situation where her peers ranked her number 9. Why should that even be a topic of discussion on mainstream media? It is what it is. Let's move on. Stop trying to put the focus so much on the things that people dislike about the player. Man, we got other women that we need to talk about in the WNBA. See, don't nobody want to talk about what Kelsey Mitchell is over there doing for the Indiana Fever. Why come nobody on mainstream media want to talk about Kelsey Mitchell? Why come none of the YouTube content creators that support the player, they don't want to talk about Kelsey Mitchell? Why they don't want to talk about Aaliyah Boston? But I will tell you this. First couple games of the season when Natasha Howard was struggling and she missed the game winner against the Atlanta Dream, they try to run Natasha Howard out of town. They try to run Natasha Howard out of town. But as soon as the player goes out, Natasha Howard is strictly balling. Now they love her to death. Natasha Howard has picked her game up. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to talk about how Indiana Fever as a ball club is coming together, figuring it out without the player. Now, I don't hear nobody talking about let's get rid of Stephanie White. Because what Stephanie White did, she started coaching and she didn't have to cater to this nonsense. And when I told y'all, when DeWanna Bonner left, it was a situation going on. And slowly, the Indiana Fever team started talking. Sophie Cunningham started talking. Sid Colson started talking. Natasha Howard started talking. I told you there was some divide in that locker room. I told you it was some divide in that locker room. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the clip that you sent, L. I saw that. So that's what I'm saying. So y'all guys got to stop that. They out there chirping. And we going to call the chirps out. And see, that's what I'm saying, because if you look at it, everybody has fell in love with the logo threes, the exciting play of the logo three. But see, what's happening when they did that is the Indiana Fever never had a chance to go down and get set, because they look up and the ball is already in the air because the player is taking the logo three. You know what I'm saying? So Christopher Harris says, I don't care what the player thinks, it's what the fans. What do you mean what the fan? Hold up. I'm lost. I don't care what the player thinks, it's what the fans thinks. Hold up. These players are playing everyday basketball with the player. They know she's not the one. Because if the players thought that, she would be ranked number one. But in this case, she's not. There's 8 other point guards that have been selected above her. Y'all got to understand that. Y'all got to understand that. Players do matter. I mean, the mainstream media, they can spin it any way they want. They can talk about it as jealousy and that's hate. But we got to stop that. We got to stop that. But I want to see how they're going to incorporate the player back into their system when the player returns. That's what I want to see. Because didn't everybody start getting their panties in the bunches when the player went out and Indiana lost their first game to the Mystics? Didn't a lot of people say, oh man, they can't win without the player? So like I said, sometimes as a player, you look yourself in the mirror and say, what can I go out there and do better to make a change? And I think they had that come to Jesus meeting. And they said, let me get back to playing my style of play. And that's what happened. That's all it is. They can't accept it. But they want to call us a pro-black panel. That's what they want to do. They want to call us a pro-black panel. But we give you facts. I see everybody in the chat, man. Do me a favor, man. Drop a like on the video, please. Drop a like on the video. We only got 96 likes, man. We got 204 people in here watching, man. Drop a like on the video. Just like I said, I mean, if you hate watching, you can still drop a like on the video. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to show yourself in the chat. Just drop a like on the video, man. You're here for a reason. Thank you, Tom Tide. Players know. They know who they defending. They know what it's like. Yeah, see the chat, y'all. The chat, y'all starting to realize what's really going on. Y'all not falling for the nonsense. When you have the ball dominant guard, the other players get put in the boxes. Said player is gone. The boxes are open. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. See, now we're getting somewhere. Autism Boy Cottage 81 said the Fever fans can't accept that their team's doing well without their best player. Exactly. See, that's your problem, Chris. I mean, I appreciate the love that you love the show and you love the player, but sometimes you just got to keep it real, man. You got to accept it for what it is. I have nothing against the player. She's an exceptional basketball player, but she has flaws and she has holes in her game. that needs to be corrected. That needs to be corrected. This is only her second year. She got time. She got time. But like I've always said, even I go back to last year, I never thought she was the best player on the Indiana Fever. Never. I never thought she was the best player. Never. And the problem is when, like I said, when these criterias come out and these rankings come out, when the player is not ranked where the media wants her to be ranked, then it's a big topic of discussion. Why? Can't we just move on? Why does that have to be a discussion? So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this analogy. I'm gonna use this against the facility. I'm gonna use this against Emmanuel Acho. I'm gonna use this against him. So Emmanuel Acho, if you're watching and you listening, I'm gonna use this against you. You said that they're not treating the player like the ninth best player in the league because they are picking her up 94 feet. They're giving her hard fouls and they guarding her tough. Right? So on the flip side, we can say the same thing about the young lady in Chicago, right? Y'all say that she don't move the needle. Y'all say that she's offensively challenged. But why are people triple and double teaming her every time she gets the ball if she doesn't have no offensive skills? So I'm going to say that one more time. Why are teams triple teaming her and double teaming her when she has the ball? But is the young lady in Chicago complaining about that? She used that against y'all because she said in her post-game press conference, she knows she's at the top of the charts on the scouting report on every team that they play. And she's dealing with it. That's the difference. So, Acho, if you're listening, I need an answer to that. So don't consider somebody guarding somebody 94 feet jealousy. Don't consider somebody playing somebody physical jealousy. Don't consider that. Consider that basketball. Consider that is what you do to any point guard that lacks dribbling skills. You put pressure on them, you make them turn the ball over. That's what you do. That is not jealousy and that is not hate. That is the way you play the basketball game. So I will use another analogy and then I'm going to get away from it. You remember when 2001, when the Lakers had to pick Allen Iverson up full court? They put Tyronn Lue on him. That's basketball. Allen Iverson never complained. Y'all never said that they was hating on Allen Iverson. Y'all never said they was jealous of Allen Iverson. That's all I'm trying to say. So picking somebody up 94 feet is exposing their ability that they can't handle the ball. And if I'm a coach, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my dogs on you. I'm going to unleash the hyenas. That's what we're going to do. Now, this is another delusional take by Franny DeLone. How many games have the Fever won against teams with winning records? Well, don't the Minnesota Lynx got a winning record? Didn't they put belt the ass on them? Didn't they put belt the ass on them? I'm asking for a friend. Didn't they put belt the ass on the Minnesota Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup in front of a packed, sold-out arena? Fanny, so can you reply to that? I'm asking for a friend, man. This did the Fever just beat Minnesota in the Commissioner's Cup, y'all? Can y'all answer that for me? Can y'all answer that for me? I just, can y'all answer that for me? So now you're trying to create a narrative that they haven't beat nobody without a winning record since the player went down. I'm going to tell you how stupid that comment looks. You only can play the games that are on your schedule. They was losing games to teams below 500 with the player in the lineup. So don't try to change the narrative, because that's the way the schedule lies, and that's the way the player, when she got hurt in the games that she got to set out. What was the Indiana Fever's record when the player was in the lineup? Wasn't they below 500? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. When the player was in the lineup, wasn't the Indiana Fever below 500? And they didn't have a significant win until they beat the New York Liberty? One game over 500. One game over 500. And all the teams that they played was below 500. The only significant win they had with the player in the lineup was the New York Liberty. So once again, Fanny, I love you coming on to the show, Franny. I had your name wrong. But think before you speak, okay? Because this is what happens. You start putting clown takes up there and you get exposed. So stay out your feelings and let's talk ball. Stay out your feelings and let's talk ball. Thank you, cut the ish. That's what I'm boy. See, they don't want me on the D block. And beat the New York Liberty, missing two of their starters. New York Liberty didn't have Phoebich, and they didn't have my girl, Jacquel Jones, the Loch Ness Monster. But you want to come in, man, I don't get it, man. Franny, once again, think before you talk. Name a team that they beat with the player in the lineup that was over 500. I'll wait. You got to stop this. A 5-4 record to start the season out with the player in the lineup. Y'all was supposed to be a title contender right out the gate. Man, I can't. I won't entertain Franny for the rest of the night. So I will say this. The Atlanta Dream beat the Indiana Fever in the game that they try to run Natasha Howard out of town. This is crazy. Man, I can't make this up, man. This is what we deal with. Keisha, you hit the nail right on the head, man. They not Fever fans. Everything is predicated around the player. It's sad that y'all don't give the Indiana Fever as a team the credit that they deserve right now for playing exceptional ball without the player being in the lineup. I don't understand, man. See, when we talk stuff like this, a lot of people get exposed, man, in their takes. Because now you're just filtering out who the real fans of the Indiana Fever are. Are they just the players' fans? I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. My question to Franny, and one last question. Why are the Indiana Fever playing so great right now? Answer that question. Why are the Indiana Fever playing so great right now? Answer that question for me. Please answer that question. He said, look, Jacob Pirro said they beat the Dream, but the Dream was 1-1. Oh, man, look, man. Hey, man, hold up, man. I can't even, look, man, Jacob, don't do that, man. Don't hurt Franny like that, man. Shout out to my man, Paper Sack Brown.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Salute, K-Sap. When JC and KT, who guarded the player 94 feet, Angel broke both of their ankles 94 feet with an and one layup. Great show as always. Appreciate the love, Paper Sack Brown. See, people come with facts, man. See, a lot of people come with the meats and the potatoes, man. And this is what my chat do, man. My chat is in here doing the thing, and I appreciate it. Boy, look, hey, Franny, stop while you ahead. She said the MVP for the Commissioner's Cup also had the most turnovers. Man, guys, we can't make this up, man. We can't make this up, man.
They only here to cause confusion.
Got him.
Man, you gotta let it go, Franny. You gotta let it go. Man. Man, shout out the IX podcast for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Reese been balling. She looked better than the player at point guard. Man, Franny, you embarrassing yourself, man. You really are, man. Franny, I suggest you to go over to one of them channels that support the player, put some honey on your chest, and twerk. Twerk for them, okay? That's what you need to do. You need to put some honey on your chest, and you need to go twerk. Because right now, you're making yourself look bad. You're making yourself look bad. So I suggest you go over to one of the, oh, my bag. They don't have nothing to talk about because the player is not playing. That's the problem. They have nothing to talk about because the player is not playing. So you might need to find you might want to tune into the facility right? Mainstream media, run their chats up. Put all them chats in their chat. Put a little honey on your chest and twerk. Because right now, I don't know what it is, Franny. You got to stay out your feelings, man. Stay out your feelings. Stay out your feelings. Trudy, what did Cheryl Reeves say? Yeah, that's a great question, BU. Franny, who do you think the Fever's best player is? Oh, Trudy, you said that Cheryl Reeves gave credit to Stephanie White. That's what you're saying? Franny, you can't answer that question, Franny? Who do you think the best? Hey, Franny is so far in the trick bag. Look how she answered that question. Look how she answered that question. She's so far in the trick bag. That's how she responded.
Got him!
Man, but we appreciate you being here, Franny. Man. This, man. Yeah, look, she in the trick bag, Keisha. You know, when you get in that trick bag, it's hard to get out. Then you start with that retreat dribble. You started walking back on your statements to try to get a little sympathy. But yeah, man, hey, we're doing more with your support. Thank you for all your donations. So I want to thank everybody that donated tonight with the super chats and the super stickers. I appreciate all that. Appreciate all the love and support. I'm always going to acknowledge my chat for everything that you guys do. We focus on the chat. Everything that y'all say and do does not go unseen. We see what's going on. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the Simply Ball Dropping podcast, the main man, K Sap, and the Simply Ball Dropping community. I do appreciate all the love and support. So keep it going, keep it flowing, and keep it growing. But that's how we do over here. But look, I see what Franny's trying to do. She's trying to get herself out that trick bag. And they're not letting her out. They're not letting her out. Mary Connor said Fever's best players are Mitchell, Boston, Airy, and Hall, the MVP who played the other night. Whew. Man. Yeah, Ari McDonald, man, she balling. She's a better suited point guard. Appreciate your autism, boy. She's better suited. Man, hey, y'all let her out. Nah, Coach Marcus, Pro Fan Talk. They want me on the D block, man. They want me on the D block, man. They requested me to come on the D block, man, because they chirping. The birds is chirping, man. The birds is chirping, Pro Fan Talk. But look, we're about an hour and 5 minutes in, man. We're gonna open up the panel, man. We're gonna open up the panel, man. If y'all want to come up on the panel, man, I'm gonna fall back. I think I done said enough because they chirping. They chirping. They chirping. Hey, I got a question for you, Frank White. You said 2025 champs, Fevers. Let's go. We're about to win 10 in a row. Let's go. Hi, haters. Now, let me ask you a question, Frank Wright, since you put it up there. How are they winning ball games without the player? Are they going to continue to win because the player is not playing? Are they going to win when the player comes back to the lineup? I'll wait for you to answer that question, and then I'm going to open up the panel. I'm going to wait, Frank Wright. Don't just come in here and put a message up there and dip. I need you to answer that question, Frank. Come on, Frank. Come on, Frank. Answer the question. You see what they doing, Keisha? You see how slick they been? You see what they doing? Hey, Frank, I look. Don't be the one that out there chirping, because I hear you. Yeah, Andre, I think look, both, but we are better defensive team. See, now y'all start. Hold up. I have to address this. Frank, I'm not going to let you do it because you can't have it both ways. When we was talking about the inefficiencies of the player defensively, we was haters. We was capping. So now that you want to use that narrative that y'all are a better defensive team without the player, when did you start realizing that? When did y'all start realizing that? But we've been saying it all along. We said it last year. We said it this year. But we are the ones that people always say in this community, on this podcast, that we hate on the player. And we only talking basketball because it makes sense on what we're saying. Now y'all starting to understand. Now y'all starting to come around. Now y'all starting to grasp what we've been trying to tell y'all. Now y'all want to flip the script and use it as y'all a better defensive team without the player. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. So I need some apologies in the chat. That's what I need. I'm on the record that your apology should be louder than the disrespect that I was getting and my community was getting for saying that she was a cone on defense. That's what I need to see.
They only here to cause confusion.
That's what I need, some apologies, man. And what did I say? Stephanie White is now able to coach a defensive team like she coached in Connecticut last year, where you mucky the waters up because you don't have the player out there hiding her on defense and everybody else got to cover for her. You always got to help the helper. Come on now. Make it make sense. We on fire tonight. We on fire tonight. Y'all better get y'all's notepad out tonight. Y'all better take notes tonight. But when we was advocating for the young lady over there in Chicago, when we was talking about, and she was saying defense wins championships, rebounds and defense wins championships, we got clown for that too. But now, all suddenly, the reason why the Fever are playing good ball is because they playing defense. And I am surprised the way they have turned it up defensively in these last couple of games. I'm surprised how they didn't defeat Chicago in the Commissioner's Cup. Timpson came in there and muckied the waters up. Eric McDonald out there as a bulldog defensively. I can't make this stuff up. They literally been beating opponents by 20, so apparently 5 is better than 1. Thank you, Chinook. fighting for her life.
They only here to cause confusion.
And they're fighting for her life. Man, look, look, man. Y'all wanted me on the D block, man. Y'all wanted me. That's what y'all wanted, man. That's what y'all wanted, man. And this is what y'all got. The link is in the chat. Nubian Sage, they said defensive rebounds don't matter. That's what they told. That's what they told me. That's what they told us, man. That's what they told us, man. I don't even know, man. I'm kind of fickled by this, man. I'm kind of fickled, man. So anybody that want to join the panel, man, I got the link in the chat. Y'all come up. I'm gonna wait for 2 or 3 more people to hit the link, and then I'll bring y'all up. But y'all wanted the D block, and this is what y'all got because they out there chirping. They out there chirping. So if y'all want to come up, hey, Franny, the link is in the chat. If you want to come up, get your groove on. Come on up. All right, look, man. I just want to say this before I just want to say this. I just want to say this.
All right, look.
I want to say this. I'm gonna throw my hands up real quick. Look, I'm gonna fall back. Look, we got Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports with Keisha up on the panel. We got JG Always on Point, and we got my girl du jour up on this panel, right? And all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna let y'all have it because I think I've done enough. I got people. I've exposed some people tonight, and I'm gonna fall back, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. So I'm gonna let Keisha. Keisha, you came in. I'm gonna let you take it away. Go ahead, Keisha.
Now you know, K-Sap, why is you up here in the middle of the night trying to teach these people basketball, man? Why is you doing this, man? Why? You know about 80% of these fans are just CC fans. And they don't care what the
Don't
team
use the
is.
word. Don't use that word. Use the
I'm
word the
sorry, they the
player.
players
The
fan.
players fan. There you go.
And they don't want nobody else to get no shine but the player. So they don't want to hear all that stuff you talking about. They trying to ball without the player. Of course they are better defensively without the player. Of course, Ira McDonald, I would say that she's fitting into her role. She's fitting into her role with this Indiana Fever team. She's not doing too much. She's not doing too much. She's just being a regular point guard that doesn't be so ball dominant that once the ball is flown in the air, they gotta all react to that ball being flown in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool if the ball if that shot was dropping KSAP, then I've always said the 3 ball is one of the most demoralizing shots in basketball. When it's dropping, it makes the other team just be like, damn, I can't do nothing. But when it's not dropping,
Yeah.
you shooting your team out of the game. And if your team is not a great rebounding team, when you got that logo shot going up and it's bouncing all over the place, then it just makes them get into a funky situation. So right now, they don't have to look. They don't have to worry about um. They don't have to worry about that shot going up. They don't have to worry about that person getting ball pressure and turning the ball over. They don't have to worry. They can get into their court set. They can get into their defensive schemes. They don't have to worry about that person getting ran by. So now they can just focus on doing their job. That's why they look a little different. Not saying that CC is a bad player, but like we said the other night, she has to embrace. She wants to run the players system, and she need to be running Stephanie White's system. Until she do that, that stuff that worked in college, that's college. That junk ain't gonna work in the pros.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Let me ask you this question though, Keisha. When Stephanie White coached Connecticut Suns last year, what did she emphasize on? Defense. How did Connecticut win majority of their games? Defensively. Because if you look at their offensive firepower, they didn't have that much firepower. They had people that could play the game. But defensively, that's where Stephanie White hung her hat. And when you're sitting there, like we said the other night, she started coaching like she was coaching at Connecticut. She muckied up the waters and see what happened. That changed a lot of things. So for this notion, they said Stephanie White ain't a great coach, but I don't hear nobody talking now.
She can coach.
I don't hear nobody talking now. Fire Stephanie White. I don't hear that now.
But KSAP, you asking a coach to come in and try to coach around that circus.
Hey, I'm the Keisha.
I mean, Stephanie White might be a good coach, but she ain't never had to deal with that. So she like, I'm trying to coach around her. I know what the fans want to see. They want to see these logo threes. I'm trying, instead of her just sticking to basketball, she was trying to coach around the fandom. You know, the fandom wants to see the threes dropping from everywhere on the court. I'm trying to coach around that, and unfortunately, it's hard to coach around.
Yeah, so, totally agree with that.
Go ahead.
All right, I totally agree with that. Hey, look, Jor, I'm gonna let you get it in a second. Let me let Paige get in here, and then we'll go to you, Jor. What's going on, Paige?
Hey, all I gotta say is that Indiana does look better without CC in the lineup, and I feel like it's that way because they don't have to worry about having to cover for her bad defense, and if her man is gonna blow right past her.
Yeah. And Paige, I'm glad you brought that up because, like BU said in the what's the name, BU said that Stephanie White is a defensive coach, and now she's focused on defense. Now she got a group that she can coach defensive principles too. So I'm glad that you brought that up. But let me get this shout out to the IX podcast for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
It said, "Is it me or does I Am San have better long ball?" I don't know what that is, but go ahead, DeJour. What you got? I know you ready to cook.
So I'm gonna try not to get clipped this time.
Hey, look. Hey, you come. Hey, look, DeJour. You come up on here. You getting clipped somewhere.
Hey, listen. I hope they took it down.
But
I'll be damned if my channel not up yet. And they make money off of me. You damn sure I definitely reported that shit.
Look, but you was on a pro-black panel.
Hey, I have no problem being pro-black. The problem I have is you making money off of me, and I'm not making money off of me.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna start off this way by just simply reading the box score. Something anybody can do, right?
Yeah.
So Indiana Fever beats the Las Vegas Aces. Let me say it again. The Las Vegas Aces. 81 to 50 motherfucking 4. Right? I was so mad about this game. So mad. First of all, we're not going to talk about how Nalissa Smith is a complete, just by this first game, complete waste of a first round pick. Complete waste of first round pick. Okay. On the Indiana side, we got Kelsey Mitchell, played 28 minutes, 48 seconds, 25 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, 9 of 18 from the floor, which is 50%, 4 of 6 from 3, which is 66%, 75% from the line, only 2 turnovers, 2 fouls, plus 19. Aaliyah Boston, 20 points in the exact same game. How often do that happen? I'm going to shut up. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 of 13, which is 69% from the field, 0-1 from 3, because she just apparently just shot a 3, good for AB. Perfect from the line, 2 of 2. 1 turnover, 4 fouls, plus 14. Howard, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 3 from free throw line, only 1 turnover. Is
All right,
there?
stop.
Is
Hey,
there?
hold up. Stop right there, DeJour. Ain't that the same? Ain't that the same Natasha Harris they try to run out off the team in the first 2 or 3 games?
Shut up,
Ain't
K-Sap.
that okay? Go ahead. All right,
We
finish.
gonna-
All right, go
we-
ahead.
we- mm,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
mm,
Go ahead.
mm. If I say it,
Go ahead.
it's a
Nah,
problem.
go ahead.
If
Nah, go
you
ahead.
say it, it's a problem.
Yeah, just go ahead.
But
Just go ahead.
we gonna let it go and let that be the role player that they try to make her out to be, because she's the Commissioner Cup MVP, because Commissioner Cup is a championship now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna shut up.
Nah,
Okay?
just go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. There seems to be a pattern going on here. Okay. We're going to go to Ari McDonald, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block, 3 for 8, which is terrible, but whatever. 0 for 3, 2 for 2 from the line, and 4 turnovers. She did terribly, but she's setting that chair on them. We're going to get to that, right? And everybody else is irrelevant. Okay. Top of the list, top 3, boom, boom, boom. Very low turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah, but look, Jazor, I do have to address this real quick. I'm gonna have to address this real
Go
quick.
ahead.
August Max. You said Boston is a candidate for MVP.
And now you're dragging it because I'm about to go. I'm about to go to the other side.
But Austin, I just want to give you something. Did you listen to the facility? Did you listen to the facility and Emmanuel Acho and James Jones? They pulled up a chart. The same Aaliyah Boston that you said is an MVP candidate, they said Aaliyah Boston is nothing without the player. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
August Max, did you
I saw it.
Did you see how James Jones and Emmanuel Acho was over there twerking it up, talking about Aaliyah Boston is not the same player without the player being in the lineup? But you coming here saying Boston is a candidate for MVP.
K-Sap, are you talking about the same Aaliyah Boston that
only one
brought
Aaliyah
that
Boston
Indiana? Wait, the same Aaliyah Boston that brought the Indiana Fever back from an 8-win season, her rookie year prior to the player even being drafted.
But
Aaliyah Boston.
Hold up, DeJour. That's only one Aaliyah Boston I know.
I'm trying to make sure there's not another Aaliyah Boston that just slipped into the league.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. August Max, she dropped 20 tonight. I was against what Emmanuel Acho and James Jones said. I'm on your side. But you coming in here saying that she's an MVP candidate. But did you listen to what the mainstream media, do you listen to the narrative they trying to spin about your girl that you say she's an MVP candidate? Are you listening to the narrative that they trying to spin about her? That she is no good without the player being on the floor?
That's what they said.
Come on now. Y'all guys got to pay attention, man.
See, they don't watch basketball.
Y'all so focused on the player instead of listening to what's really going on in the WNBA and giving kudos to all these other women that are doing astronomical stuff.
Yep.
They watch the player. They need to watch the play. Shout out IMZO Media.
There you go. You watch it. That's perfect. You watch it. That's what they're doing. But you came in here. You talking about Aaliyah Boston for MVP candidate. But they pushing a narrative that Aaliyah Boston is no good without the player. I wish I could pull that clip up because I did a video about it, but YouTube took it down.
But you got to understand, K-Sap, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. You got to understand that they had already decided that the player was generational. And she was going to be the one they push. And they didn't give a damn about none of these other ladies out here.
We're going to make a point about that.
So there's got to be a reason while the player is not putting up the numbers they want. So they are okay with putting down the rest of the players, even the players on her own team.
I know the reason. I'm gonna make a point about that too.
Hold on.
Okay,
I
so
told y'all.
let me get to this.
Go
Let
ahead.
me get to this. On the Aces side, okay, and this is the point I was trying to make through the box score. Asia Wilson, 26 minutes, 1 second, right? 29 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, a block, 9 of 18, 3 for 11 for 13 from the line, 3 turnovers, straight beasting. Guess what the next best player is? Ready? Jackie Young, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 turnovers. Then we go down. Okay. Melissa Smith, completely useless. 4 points, 7 rebounds. That's the only thing that she did. One assist, 1 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the line, and 3 turnovers. Okay, we go down. We're back part of the big 3, right? Jewel Lloyd played 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 28 seconds. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. 0-3. Am I reading that? Yeah, I'm reading that right. 0-3 tonight for Jewel Lloyd. Right? And that's from the field. Didn't even 0-1 from 3. Yeah, okay. Chelsea Gray played 22 points in 52 seconds. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 2 assists, 1 steal, right? 1 of 3 from the field. 0-2 from 3. It sounds like everybody on that Aces roster, because if you go down even more, like I said, Aaliyah Nye, 4 points, Dana Evans, 3 points, Kid Stokes, 2 points, Kirsten Bell, 2 points, Holmes, 0 points. Everybody on that roster was completely useless because guess what? Stephanie White had Indiana fever sitting in that chair. Now, Ari McDonald did not play well offensively. What you think she was doing? She was sitting in that chair on them.
She was a plus 25.
No way. The Las Vegas Aces played this terrible. I've never seen 3 of them play this terrible. I'm normally seeing Chelsea Gray playing, Jackie Young's hood, and then it drops off at Jewel Lloyd, right? And she's
You're breaking up. DeJour. You froze up.
Look, yeah, she might have froze up. Becca Hammond might be losing the locker room.
She froze up.
You heard me, K-Sap?
Yep.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah,
Okay,
you froze
okay.
up. You froze up on us.
Okay, my bad. So what I'm saying is, right, Asia Wilson is always going to be Asia Wilson. That's why she's Asia Wilson, right? What it looks like to me, though, is the strategy here from Steph White was let Asia Wilson be Asia Wilson because she's going to do that anyway. Get everybody else. Make sure they don't do jack squat. And that's exactly what they did tonight.
Yeah.
This team is better without CC.
Yeah.
Because these numbers from the Aces would never happen without CC.
That happened to the Minnesota Lynx too, DeJour, if you look at it.
Happened to the Minnesota Lynx. Not only did it happen to the Minnesota Lynx, Nafisa Collier wasn't Nafisa Collier.
Exactly. They shut
that water to shut down Nafisa Collier and whatever else they get from cool, but they wasn't gonna let Fee get off.
And see what happened was they got Nafisa Collier out of her comfort zone, and then what happened was everybody else was attention to detail. They stayed with their man. They stayed with their man. They was disciplined. With the player on the court, you don't have that discipline. But
Not only did they shut off Fee's water, they also, once you shut off Fee water, you shut off Courtney Williams water. Once you shut off Courtney Williams water, it's dead in the water.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, let me address this real quick. August Max. Apparently, you must not listen. Apparently, you're not listening. Your listening skills right now is kind of cloudy right now. I need you to get some Q-tips. I need you to clean your ears out. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Boston is balling. Stop the hate. Who is hating on Aaliyah Boston? I'm on your side. I'm trying to ask you a question. Did you listen to the narrative that the mainstream media is trying to paint about Aaliyah Boston? Aaliyah Boston is no good without the player.
That's what they said about Aaliyah Boston.
That's
sir.
what they said about Aaliyah Boston. It's out there. Go on Fox, go on the facility, and look at Acho and James Jones. They pulled up a graph talking about Aaliyah Boston is no good without the player. So how are we hating? I'm on your side.
Yeah.
And they singling Aaliyah Boston out.
Yeah. They pointing, they singling her out. But what
That's
has
why.
Aaliyah Boston done without CC in the lineup? She is balling.
30-point games.
Exactly. So you got to stop. You got to listen, August Mac. Please clean your ears out. And shout out to let me get this super chat real quick. Shout out to BD Sports for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said, "Good evening, my people." Hey, good evening. But Elle posed a great question. She said, "K-Sap, so the question is, are the Fever that good, or the Lincoln Aces playing bad basketball right now, or both?" I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh, go ahead, Keisha.
Hold on, I was just gonna say this, K-Sap. That's why when we was talking about the conspiracies,
yeah,
I was sitting up there thinking to myself, I get where y'all coming from to a certain extent, but I just want to give Stephanie White her props because she put on a defensive
clinic
coach masterclass.
That's
okay, but
So
Miss Keisha, let me.
So if it is a conspiracy, well, that means all of them in on it.
That's what I'm gonna say, Miss Keisha.
Because they look bad.
Miss Keisha, do you think Coach Stephanie White can coach like she is? Because right now this is looking like Connecticut, like K-Sap said. You think she can coach like she is with the player on the floor? No, she can't.
That's what.
First of all, locker room politics, team politics come into play. League politics come into play when the player is on the floor.
But
this is what I'm gonna say. Your job's at stake now.
Yeah, but this is what I'm gonna say. To L's point, and like Keisha said, I'm gonna have to tip. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. You got to tip your cap to Stephanie White for the coaching masterpiece that she has done in the Commissioner's Cup and what she has done tonight. You got to give her kudos. You got to give her just dues. Could that be a sign of, the Aces in Minnesota just playing bad ball? It could be both. But at the same time, when you have players that you can convey to, we're going to go out there and we're going to get it done defensively. And I have a team on the floor that is defensive minded because, like I've always said, when you got one player on that court that is not defensive minded, the rest of the players be like, look, if that player is not playing defense, why do I got to play defense, right? So now they taking it upon themselves, like you said, DeJour, Ari McDonald didn't have the best offensive game, but defensively, that's where she hangs her hat. She's a little pit bull in a skirt. She's like Eve. She gets up in her man. She makes everything happen on the perimeter. Now you ain't got the help to help her. Just like Keisha said the other night, you brought Michaela Timpson in the game against the Minnesota Lynx. What did she do? I'm going to use my terminology. She muckied up the waters. Stephanie White muckied up the waters, and that looked a representation of how she had the Connecticut Suns playing. Because look, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna give this to y'all raw and uncut. Dejanay Carrington played better under Stephanie White.
She did.
Yes, sir.
She did.
Dejanay Carrington played better under Stephanie White.
She don't look the same.
Where's that seatbelt? Where's that seatbelt now? Where's the seatbelt strap now?
I ain't seen it all season.
I haven't seen it.
I seen her fly through the windshield a couple times. The seatbelt ain't been working. I need Nate to get back. You feel me? Listen, to tell the truth, quiet as kept. I low key want I normally don't wish this on people, but I low key want Stephanie White to lose her job so she can go ahead down there and coach in Dallas.
Don't do that to Jordan. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
look.
she can go down there and coach, and I hate seeing Nate like that.
All right, check this out, man. Let me get Bro Claude in here, then I'm gonna get JG in here, man. Let them get their points. What's up, Bro Claude? I know you setting back. I know you setting back, Bro Claude. You got your arms folded. It's the D block. Do what you got to do.
For all my pro-black people.
Yeah, power to the people, bro.
Power to the people. Well, I'm going to call it what it is. If this had no face to it, in the
Hey, stop there, Bro Claude. Don't use my term. Don't do it like I do it. Don't do it, Bro Claude.
That be me.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That be me. You know I came on the podcast with this.
Don't do it.
We already blocked. You gotta let him do it, man.
Nah, I know where he's getting at. Go ahead. Not put a face to it. Go ahead.
We don't put a face to this situation at hand. With the said player, and 8 games have been played on any team, and the 8 games reveal the statistics that is laid out on the paper. See, you can't get rid of paper because the numbers don't lie. Right now, after missing games, and just this player missing games is half of the season, 8 games been played, and in 4 of those games of the 8, a player with no name and no face was 6 of 29 from the 3-point line alone. 28.9% from the 3-point line. 39% from the field, period. With 26 turnovers in the half of the 8 that was played. 6 turnovers. Matter of fact, let's put a black face on it. I'ma do it. Let me put a goddamn black face on that paper. Not naming no player. Not naming a player with a black face. But if this was a black face on that paper, would that player be waived? Would that player on that team? Would that player be talked about in the news? Would that player be leading the captainhood of the All-Star game? Would that player have a choice of who plays with her? With that shit show that's on that paper, I ain't talking about whatever it is. Get out your feelings. On that paper, we got a paper right in front of us and it's on the table. Would that player even be in the league? I think not. So, once again, I would say we are looking at a diabolical shit show. And the semantics and analytics don't lie. And what have been done, Dejour, my baby? What have been done? What have been done? We have been tricked. We have been fooled. We have been ran amok. We have been led astray. We have been bamboozled. We have been sold a lemon, a used car, and told it got a new paint job, so drive it. It looks good. It looks good, but it drive like shit. You should buy it. I land.
Bro, Carl, can I answer your questions? Forget a blackface. Just look at the WNBA transactions. Julie Van Loo was waived for less. Mind you, Julie Van Loo just came back from Belgium, landed in Golden State, was waived for less. They picked her back up, but come on now. Could Dibby, I don't know, waived for less. Sis was solid. Waived for less. Her shooting numbers was not as there. Odyssey Sims waived for less. There were so many players this season that was just waived for less. Chloe Bibby, who played great actually in Golden State. That's not a blackface. Waived for less. Okay. Tiffany Mitchell. We can all say Tiffany Mitchell was pretty solid. Waived for less. Liz Kitley was a rookie. Barely got any burn. Waived for less. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. Megan McConnell, waived for less. That's the WNBA transactions. But let them tell you that person with that line that you got is the chosen one. Meanwhile, if you can look no further than tonight's Phoenix Mercury game, we got an all rookie squad, right? And we got rookie James, 28 points, six rebounds, 6 assists, 10 of 20 from the field. Miss Bueckers, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 8 of 11 from the 72%, 8 of 11 from the field, 2 for 4 from the 3. James went 55.6% from the 3. JJ Quigley, I love her. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 7 for 12 from the field. That's 4 rookies. 4 rookies in one game with no Enrique, with no Dejanay. List got shipped off. The most veteran person that they had play on that team was Lee Rue, who surprisingly playing better. And they under man bun, bro. Like, and you telling me your numbers is like that?
Yeah. That hey, Paige, man, she's special. But real quick, everybody in the chat, do me a favor. All my moderators, man, if y'all can do me a favor, man, I've been working with So Pretty Tony. So Pretty Tony is starting her podcast journey. I've been working with her over the last couple days. Her YouTube handle is called Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. If the moderators in the chat can get her link to her YouTube channel, if y'all can do me a favor, if y'all can go over there and subscribe to So Pretty Tony. She is starting her podcast journey. So for all my moderators, if y'all can find her link, put her link in the chat so y'all can go over there and subscribe to her channel. I would appreciate that. But let me let Always On Point with JG get in here. What's up, JG? You're on mute, my brother. This guy come up here eating, man. Can't hear you.
He looked like he over there jamming out, rapping, and doing having some music.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you, JG.
Hit the mute button, bro.
Can't hear you. Come on, JG.
Bro, hit the mic button inside the stream app. Hit the mic button.
He's off mute, but he just ain't coming through.
Oh, shoot. I don't know what to tell him.
And you might have to go out and come back in, man.
You have to go out and come back in. But what I would say is that basketball is basketball, but this is not about basketball. This is about catering to a personal business plan layout. Kathy Engelberg saw the fish in the water with blood on it. She bit the first fish and did not know that the 7th pick overall would be a mega star in the rap, R&B, TV, movies, Reebok, lifetime contracts, over in Dubai with all of the actors and actresses, fashion, all of the different criteria. She didn't know that the number 7 pick was not going to get weighed.
First class,
She did not know that the number 7 pick would say, Izzy Harrison, I beg to differ, you starting. She did not know. She did not know that the culture is the actual platform, the basement, the solid foundation of it all. And when you fuck with the culture fuck with you.
That's a bar. All right, bro. Let me tell you something. 2 things. First of all, she knew. Straight up. Because before she came and declared for the draft, that's what happened. Okay, she knew. The girl declared for the draft in Vogue. Who does that? I've never heard of anybody declaring for any draft or going professional in any sport in Vogue. She knew. That's first thing. Second, even if you didn't want to take the number 7 pick in that draft, right? You still don't take the first bite off because the real media darling was the number 1 overall pick this year. Okay. She is already a pros. During that Phoenix Mercury broadcast, because I had to turn off the massacre that was my closeted beloved Las Vegas Aces. Okay. I can't really say that outwardly. It's only because of Asia. But during I turned that massacre off and I turned in to the Mercury game because I am a Liberty fan and I do want to see my coach be an all-star, which means the Mercury had to lose tonight. So I had to watch that game. The broadcast, they were talking about how how Paige will go do her practice, run her media circuit, still get her shots up, and then after getting her shots up, went and spoke to the broadcast people. She didn't have to, but she did. Right? You see Paige Bueckers, stop signing every autograph, kiss a baby low key. Like the media darling, the media eats up Paige Bueckers. They do. Okay. The number 7 overall pick from last year, unfortunately, is it fair? No. Is it undue? Yes. But unfortunately, would not been able to compete with the media darling that is the player, right? Because there is a lot of media glazing on the player, like the media darling that is Paige Bueckers. The difference is that because the league bit on the first fish, it's going to be very hard for them to backtrack. Okay? Because they done already bit on the first fish and told y'all this is the second coming of Cheryl Miller. It's going to be very hard to backtrack. Even though the numbers, the film, and everything else says it's the number 1 overall pick of this draft. Even though the numbers, the film says it will be the number 1 overall pick coming out of the same school that Cheryl Miller went to in the 2027 draft. They bit on the first fish, and that's going to mess them up. This commissioner is not doing a good job. She's going to run this league back into the ground. She's expanding too fast. Because if you really think about it, right, every team that's currently in the league right now, except for Golden State, will have lost half of its players on its roster to an expansion team. That is going to screw up a lot of things for a lot of teams. Half of your players, great. More roster spots. I'm not opposed to expanding and all that other stuff, but you got to do something about that, right? Then you're pushing the wrong folks at the wrong time. She's a sophomore. You need to go out in front of everybody and say, give her grace. I'm pretty positive that she will be an amazing player, but give her grace. She's a sophomore. Instead of pushing her as the second coming of Cheryl Reeve. Okay? You need to go ahead and give all the other players. You have a Nafisa Collier, which you did put out a commercial for, and nobody's paying attention to because you're not pushing it out enough. It's on the app, and every now and again, it'll be on a game. Okay? That is your second best player in the league, possibly your most likely your MVP this year. You have a 2-time champion, a 3-time MVP, a finals MVP, a defensive player of the year in Asia Wilson that you should be pushing out, but you're not. You have a high key GOAT and Breanna Stewart out here in your biggest market, who brought this city its first championship last year, that you should be pushing out a lot more.
You're
but
still
you're
not pushing her.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Your GOAT, the GOAT of the league, Diane Taurasi, retired this year.
Did she go out?
Yes,
everybody with eyes to see. It was a farewell tour, and you did not promote that. You didn't push that out.
Nope.
And you're wondering why you're having problems with the ratings when the player gets hurt. She's going to keep getting hurt. She's fragile. Even if we don't go about the conspiracy route that she's not hurt. Let's say she's actually hurt. Okay, let's just ignore our eyes that she's acting a fool every single doggone game, that she was jumping up and down with the Commissioner Cup trophy like she was fine, like she was okay. And today doing the same thing she does every doggone game instead of sitting her behind down and healing up. Okay. Right. Let's pretend we don't see any of that. Even if she is hurt, you're wondering why you're having troubles with ratings and stuff across the board. It's because you're poorly promoting the rest of your league, bro. The league is good. The product is good. Okay? Folks they're tired of the NBA. They're bored. They want something new. They're coming over here. You should be getting ready and promoting incoming players. Oh, you think this is good? Wait till next year. Oh, you think this is good? Wait till Juju. Stick around.
The
Stay a while.
real
Take your shoes
Messiah.
off.
She ain't no Messiah
But
either.
instead, she gonna die on his heel. And it's gonna drive the league back into the ground. All the teams that they expanded to, they're gonna fold. Just like the last time. Why? Because you're pushing at the beginning, when the WNBA started, they promoted everybody. And guess what? The arenas were full. Oh, the arenas were full. And guess what? They stopped doing that. Then the arenas got empty. As soon as that player that they pushed and neglected everybody else retired, as soon as that first wave of old guard retired, the arenas got empty.
All right, hold up.
And now
DeJour,
the arenas are getting full again.
Right,
but you're doing it wrong.
All right, hold on 1 second, DeJour. Hold on 1 second. Let me get in here. And the problem, I'm not even going to put all the blame on Kathy Engelbert, or whatever her name is. You gotta blame the mainstream media as well, because they're focused on the wrong thing. They're focused on the narrative that every time some kind of criteria comes out that don't have the player in a certain position that they want her to be in, that's the main focus. So now all the stuff that you just talked about that we should be promoting, that's getting overlooked. That's getting swept under the rug because you're so focused on why are these players hating on the player? Why come the player is ranked where she's ranked? That's what the mainstream media is trying to sell. So the mainstream media is not doing the WNBA any kind of justice because that's what they're focusing on. That's their talking points. Their talking points ain't about these commercials that you just alluded to. They're not pushing them. You know, when Jordan broke on the scene and all them Gatorade commercials, ESPN and all that, they was pushing all that. Right? They was pushing that stuff heavy. Bro, Paul, we already know it. They was pushing
even
all
Nike
that
ain't
stuff
got
heavy.
the player in the forefront.
Yeah,
they got the MVP in the forefront.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not pushing everybody the way that you're supposed to push because the media got people so tricked into this is the players' world versus the WNBA's world. So everything is centered around the player. If the player gets knocked down, that's the topic of discussion, which shouldn't be a topic of discussion. The player was ranked number 9 by her peers. That shouldn't have been a topic of discussion on mainstream media.
The top of the discussion should have been how come AT is not a starter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the topic of discussion should have been giving grace to all these other people that was selected to the All-Star team. But the talk was around why is said player ranked number 9? Why come they didn't give no kudos to Paige Bueckers as a rookie being nominated as a starter? Where was that at? Why come they didn't push that? BD made a comment talking about Paige is coming. No, Paige is already here. Like I told y'all, Paige is already arrived. Yeah, so Paige.
You know when Paige Bueckers arrived, BD?
Yeah.
Paige Bueckers arrived when they said with the first overall pick, the Dallas Wings select Paige Bueckers from University of Connecticut. That's when Paige Bueckers
So
showed
what I'm
up.
saying is the media got y'all tricked and programmed, and y'all don't listen to what we be trying to tell y'all because y'all taking what we're saying and then you're coming in here like we're hating, but we only telling you the narrative that the mainstream media is trying to push about said players. They're like we talked about Aaliyah Boston. We giving Aaliyah Boston her just dues. We giving her credit. August Max talked about we're hating. No, we're defending what you're saying, but you're not listening because they said on mainstream media in front of their over millions of viewers, they said that Aaliyah Boston is no good without the player. I didn't say that.
Aaliyah Boston is another one that showed up when they said with the first overall pick in the 2023 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Y'all just have to sit back and listen and stop. Take your feelings out of what we're trying to convey to y'all because you already got it programmed in your mind that we hating. So if y'all would just sit back, relax, and listen, like Elle said, reading and listening is fundamental. Listen to what we have to say before you just go off and start posting what you got to post because you're not making sense. And it seems like Franny, you got exposed and ran off. You ducked. You tucked your tail. You probably somewhere twerking.
Oh, not Franny.
She tucked her tail and dipped. So
I wanted to cook Franny.
The thing about it is they not listening. And when we say this, they assume we hating, but when we defending somebody, then y'all don't want to listen to it. Y'all still want to post the stuff that we hating. But Keisha, I know you've been sitting in the cut. What you got, Keisha?
I would say I agree with the Jour. They knew exactly what Angel Reese brings to the table because just like I'm sitting here at my computer right now, they have a lot of people behind the scenes, even to the organization she went to. Everybody knew the motion. Everybody knew all the deals she had coming out of college. Everybody knew all the endorsements. They knew all that stuff. They were not blindsided. They just decided when they went to that meeting is what corporate corporate people do. They go into that meeting and they do an assessment and they decide, well, the most money we can make, the way to maximize the most money will be to go the players route. She got motion. Paige Becker got motion. All these people got motion, but this player has a fan base that's kind of rabid. So we're gonna go with that route. We're gonna go that whole, and we're gonna diminish everybody else to suppress them, that money that they're making. We're gonna try to diminish and suppress the money they're making, and hopefully get some of them people to sway to the rabid people over here on the other side. They absolutely knew. They just went with. It's almost like when you know who's gonna win the election. You drop your
Mhm.
losses and you say, look, just like when they go to the primaries and they say we got 7 candidates and there can only be 2. We're gonna get down to the last 2 and we're gonna suppress the other 5. That's what they tried to do. So in order to make that decision, bro, Claude and KSAP, you have you have to know that the other people are on the table. You have to have done your research. So no, they were not blindsided because that's what Captain Eaglebird and all them people do. They crunch numbers. They look at the motion over here. They look at the motion over there. They look at the motion across the street. And I know a lot of people want to talk about race, but a lot of times in corporate America, it might not
Okay.
be about race. It might be about she got some crazy people over there that buy everything she talk about, regardless of what she say or do. If we can exploit that and make the most money, that's what we're gonna do. So Paige Becker got left over here to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese got left over here to the right. All the Stewie is left over there to the right. Sabrina
But look, Keisha.
Ionescu is left over here to the right.
But check
Ace
this.
is left over here,
Yeah.
and we just gonna go with the person that's got this amount of people that's just buying stuff and they don't even know. Because another thing, when you're dealing with people that don't really understand the game and they're just fans, it's easier to trick those people than it is to trick basketball
Oh,
fans.
Hey, look, check this out.
No, no. Oh,
This is
okay.
what they try. This is what they try to leave under the wraps. This is for the people that wasn't in the stream earlier, but I want to show y'all something. This is what they tried to sweep under the rug. But as I was doing my cleaning, my nighttime cleaning, I found it. This is
What
what
you
they tried to
found?
sweep under the rug.
What you found?
This is look right here. See, they don't want to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
See, they don't want to talk about that. And look,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, I got
KSAP.
a
They
question real
know.
quick, real quick.
They know.
Actually two part. Part one is, has Paige Beckers had a single digit scoring game yet this season?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
She hasn't.
Yeah.
No.
But look, check
She
this out.
hasn't.
But check this out. The reason why I say they try to sweep this under the rug, I don't even have to read the full article. I want to get to the meats and potatoes of it. Hold up, just 1 second.
They
Let me
see
get-
it, bro. They see it, KSAP.
Hold up.
Know.
Nah, they tried. No, I found this when I was doing my late night cleaning. You know, as I was snooping around before I had to come on the D block, I found it. But they gonna try to take it down though. But I found it. But this is what I want to say though. Look, I don't even want to say. I just want to go to this right here. The return from the All-Star voting are back, with Beckers finishing 5th in the media voting, 4th player in voting, and 2nd in fan voting at her position, right? Like the NBA, the voting is split between the 3, with fans being responsible for 50% of the voting process. She ended up with receiving 805,000 fan votes, only 2nd in her position to the player with her number. But check this out. This is where it gets real gritty. This is what they tried to hide. I'm going to skip this down to here. But Becker's 800,000 fan votes smashed the player's WNBA record of fan votes received by a rookie. She smashed it by over 100,000. But look, but y'all told me that Paige Bueckers don't move the needle, and don't have fan appeal.
She got fan appeal.
Listen, we love us some Paige Bueckers.
In the words of Bro Claude, I beg to differ.
No, she got fan appeal. They just like what I just explained. You can sell more to people who are just. It's almost like a boy band. They be good for like 3-4 years and then they dip off. You can sell all kind of merchandise to that K-pop sensation.
Auntie
Because
Keisha.
those fans are rabid for that person right then.
Auntie Keisha, let me ask you a question. Maybe this actually goes out to all y'all, because y'all business people, right? Wouldn't that be cutting their own money short?
In the long run.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be cutting their own money short? Not even just the long run, right now. Wouldn't it be cutting their own money short? Because if they look at Asia Wilson, Nike knew Asia Wilson's shoes sold out almost immediately. Wouldn't it be, and they still sold out? Wouldn't it be cutting their own money short? Because if they look at everything Angel Reese tried to sell, Angel Reese sells everything. Let me tell you something. As a person from Brooklyn, right? They didn't sold out them doggone Reese Puff boxes for mad long. I couldn't find them. They just now get back in stock this shit. The McDonald's meals sold out. Wait, the engine A's that she wears on her shoes, if you go on Reebok's website, they sold out.
But DeJure, listen to me. Hold on. You're absolutely correct. And that's why Nike is still making money over fists and the WNBA is at a red.
That's a fact.
I totally agree with that.
But I'm saying, like, not even just long term. Right now, they cutting their money short. Okay, the WNBA is a copycat league. Everybody is a copycat league. They need to be copying because every other league they gonna make money off of everybody, even in their own league. Angel Reese jersey sold out as soon as we found out what her jersey number was. Right, Asia Wilson's jerseys has been flying off. Fee since last year in the finals. Flying off. Everybody's jerseys have been going off the rails, right? As soon as people find out what they like. Don't try to narrow the view of the consumer. The number one thing for you to make money, regardless of what happens, is give consumers options. Consumers love options. So with that being said, they're cutting their money short.
But Fee had to promote herself this year in the Unrivaled. That's why a lot of people know her now.
But DeJure.
Let me let L get in here. We got L on the panel. Let L get in here. Go ahead, L.
What's good, y'all?
What's good?
DeJure, to answer your question, there are certain species that eat their own litter. So yeah, it can happen in business too. The reality is this: brands, it's not all of them, but a lot of corporate brands, legacy media like ESPN and the likes, they have bought into the strategy that Kathy has devised. She's an incompetent leader. People always say, oh, she's a great businesswoman. She comes from Goldman Sachs and she did this, that, and the other. The league is a different type. It's a Deloitte. That's right. Deloitte, not Goldman Sachs. Thank you. It's a different beast. It's a different business model. And she has not proven as the head of this league that she can translate her experience, expertise, and results at Deloitte and bring that to the W.
That's because she doesn't know the business that she's in. You need to know the business of basketball. She doesn't know basketball. She knows business. She doesn't know the business of basketball.
Listen, Mickey over at Unrivaled in her first inaugural season did a better job than Kathy has the whole time she's been the commissioner of the W. That's just facts. So let's kind of wrap this whole thing up in a bow with it would be nice to just say and believe that, oh, it's just racist fans that are doing this and getting behind Caitlyn. No, you have Black men. We just saw it this past couple days when Keisha was playing the clips from Mariah Rose's show, One Angel Fan versus 10 Haters.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
like the mindset.
It's not just them.
It's not just them. It's a lot more. I think I wasn't shocked by anything except for the women, the Black women in particular, right? But here's the thing: we're seeing it at every level.
I mean,
We're
one of
seeing
them
it.
women called it like it is. It's because you white.
Hold on, we've
I
seen it
haven't.
at the
I gotta
fan.
go watch it. I haven't
Hold
watched
on,
it yet.
we've seen we've
The
seen
white
the
lady
hate. Hold on,
called it like
y'all.
it was.
Let Elle finish. Let Elle finish. Let Elle finish.
We've seen the hate and disdain and the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm tired. We've seen so much nonsense at the
Vitriol.
fan. No, that too, but the double standards. Listen, it's been a long day. The double standards. We've seen it all at the fan level. We've seen it at the media level, and we've seen it at the professional level. Look at Cheryl Miller and Candace and how they
That's
just
just
tried to
real.
play
You
Angel.
I don't even want to
know?
talk about that, man.
I
But
was about to get
I'm
to
gonna
that.
say this though, it's crazy to me. Number one, Cheryl Miller, she never even played in the W.
Mm-hmm.
But you got so much. It's and I don't know when that segment was filmed, so I will use that as a caveat. But it doesn't matter, even if
I
it
hope
was
it was
filmed at the
filmed
beginning.
before the doggone Sparks game because that means Angel Reese just completely ruined it.
Yeah.
Candace
Even
deserves to be
if it
retired.
was filmed in after game 4, she's already proven herself last season, breaking records, setting new records, and then over in Unrivaled. So you got a good sample size to judge her off of, and you
He
still
picked
want
herself. He picked herself. He was breaking
downplay
Candace's
her.
record.
Well,
He was
that's
breaking
part of the
Candace's
problem.
records. And
That's
then
part of the
Candace was getting
problem.
off better.
I want Candace to stop talking. Candace, with all her quote unquote influence and experience and record breaking whatever, she couldn't even as part of the bid for the Tennessee Summit, she couldn't even get a team down there, a W team.
Hold on,
Man,
hold
shout
on.
out to
Oh,
money.
let me get this real quick. Let me get this super chat real quick. Shout out to BD Sports for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
To the anti-blacks are far worse than the anti-black whites, to be honest. Now check this out. Appreciate
They
the
are.
super chat.
They are.
But check this out. I'm gonna say this about the Candace Parker, and I'm gonna move off of it. See, this is where y'all guys gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. If you notice after that game against the LA Sparks, Angel Reese seeked out Candace Parker to go over
I
there
saw
and
that.
give her a hug. That hug was faker than a $2 bill. That hug that Candace Parker gave Angel Reese was faker than a $2 bill. Go back and look at the video when she hugged all the other players.
I saw it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna move on. I got Wody Mack in here, and then I'm
I
gonna
You
come.
know I
said,
call things a
Hold on,
buck.
hey, hold on, stop.
I was like, that hug was so fake.
Hold up, guys. Hold
And then the
up,
way
guys.
that she stood up there and had her weight like that, it was
Hold up.
How
crazy.
y'all cut me off and then
Hold
don't
up.
even let me finish my
Hold up.
stuff?
Oh,
But go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
I've been doing that too.
No,
They didn't
y'all
happen to
good.
me
Y'all
all
good.
day.
L. I said let L finish, and I'm gonna go to Wody Mack. I guess you didn't hear that. Active
No,
listening
because
skills, L.
it's a lot of people talking, so I couldn't hear you.
Active listening skills. You said you
Shut
had a
up.
long day. Go ahead. Let you finish. I said let L finish, then I'm gonna go to Wody Mack. Go ahead, L.
At the end of the day, I mean, this is actually it's a really good time with what's happening. Satu has been very vocal about the CBA negotiations, and basically what they came to the table with was a slap in the face. These players are going to get tired of the focus being on one player and the way that they're right. Like, you can elevate different players at different positions, but the W decided and the media decided that they were going to focus on one single player, and you got all these other positions with players performing at the highest level, and you're not giving them no shine, not even on her team. What's going to end up happening, and it's going to, mark my words, is going to happen simultaneously with the CBA stuff that's going on, and they don't come correct. She's not going to be in the league much longer, and if she is, it's going to be real hard for her. Kathy is going to end up losing her job, and they're going to have to bring in another commissioner, because there's no way that you elevate one player over and off of the backs of countless other players who have built this league to what it is today, and then you're not even paying like what's Caitlin Clark's contract? I mean, the player. What's her rookie
What
contract?
her contract is like, I believe it's like 80,000. I'm gonna double check, but I think it's like 80,000 a year or something for 4 years.
It's going
So
to
she's the
see
first overall pick, so it's different from everybody
yeah,
else.
Yeah, the novelty is wearing off, y'all. Just mark my words. The novelty is wearing off. It's going to be a whole lot of media pundits in the sports world that's going to have egg on their face, and they're going to be bucking and backtracking. 76,000, really? For a number one draft pick?
I'm about to look. I'm
It's
looking
not a
right
lot of
now
money. It's not a lot of money right now. Not right
No,
now. It's not a lot of money.
While you looking for that,
hold
this is the
on. Let me
last
see. Let
thing.
me see.
Except I had asked in
Oh,
the chat, but I don't
okay,
think
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
saw it.
So Caitlin Clark is currently playing under a four. I'm straight off of Google. Caitlin Clark is currently playing under a 4-year, $338,056 rookie contract. So her salary for 2025 is $78,066.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep.
I like the cereal boxes, bro, Claude. I mean, you still holding them things.
Mine is in the cabinet. It's empty. I ate it all, but it's in the cabinet.
What this is kind of going back, but you missed it in the chat, so I want to ask while I'm up here. When we were in the conversation about the Kelsey Mitchells and Natasha Howard and even AB, who in the point guard role on the viruses has the highest usage rate?
The player.
Mm-hmm.
She takes about 12, 13 shots a game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now that she's not in the games, look how
It's
much better
22.
everything is flowing.
Yep.
Did
But
you say the viruses?
Yeah.
Viruses.
Oh wow.
I like that one. I'm gonna start using that one.
See, you see how I hit them off earlier with the player and everybody using that. I like how y'all following suit. So now we gotta label the viruses. All right, go ahead. I'll finish.
It's the viruses, the player, and if we really getting into her, it's the narrative. I saw that in the chat. So that's what we gonna roll with.
I remember somebody said that somebody called her turnover Tina.
And I call her apple turnovers. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, El. Go ahead and finish what you got.
I'm landing my plane. It's just it doesn't matter. You're going to still have the Emmanuel Ochos and what's the dude that played football? He be up there
James
with
Jones.
Emmanuel.
Shady.
No.
Shady McCoy, James
Shady
Jones.
McCoy. Even with the run that Angel has been on over the last 4 or 5 games, they still, with the exception of old boy that said something on First Take, they won't even
Jr.
Yeah, they still won't even talk about her.
Yeah. But think about it,
So that tells me that what we be saying, it's not about, oh, we're these Angel Reese stands and we just don't want to see. No, they are showing us that there is major bias when it comes to that young lady.
See what it is. The problem is, see how it was on First Take. It wasn't even the topic of discussion. That was just a short take from David Dennis Jr. And that's the problem I have. But
and here's my last thing, and then I'm off.
Okay.
You know you got motion when you haven't even released your signature shoe yet. You released your logo. And another major brand, Beats by Dre, sends you some custom beats with your signature logo on the beats.
Yeah.
I'm done.
That's a good one. Hey,
that's motion.
Hey, remember the engine A's that she wears every game? Shortly after she went ahead and debuted them, they sold out.
Let Wody go ahead and
I
get
went
in
like
there.
I think 2 weeks ago, and I went and I looked on there, and they still sold out.
Go ahead, Wody.
Giveaway.
Giveaways. Y'all want to talk about that? We got my first Apple turnovers. Y'all want to talk about that? Y'all want to talk?
They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about her coaching.
World famous turnovers, Bacon's record since 2024. But go ahead, Wody.
AI are so diabolical, boy.
Go ahead, Wody.
Oh man. Well, it is a repeated conversation as it comes to that, but I did see that comment from Satu Sabali on the offer that they're giving them, and also Breonna Stewart's comments about what the owners are doing. And I said in the chat now, and this is not something a lot of people are gonna want to see, but somebody did make a video on it, and it may be a possibility there may be an owner lockout come next season. if there's no type of agreement. It has happened in other sports. It's happened in football, baseball, and NBA. Like every sport has had it happen at least one time, right?
Wait, the players locking out or the owners locking out?
Owner lockout. Like it's like, yo, like no, we gonna show you, and y'all not gonna play. They generally like have like a shortened season. I think the season that the Spurs won was a lockout shortened season.
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
Right. Boom. See, look at me knowing history, even with my young brain. So yeah, somebody made that video.
That's
and
great because they were going to have a lockout anyways.
I don't think the players, though, you see, with the
Players
thing
were
when
going to have a lockout because, like you said, all the players dag near are criticizing Kathy Engelberg. All right, Satu said that the offer that she got was a slap in the face. Remember when everybody crucified Angel Reese saying she heard that we might have a lockout at the end of next season, right? Shortly after that, NECA came out and said, yeah, it's going to be a lockout. If we don't get what we want, it might be a lockout. Fee came out and said, if we don't get what we want, it's going to be a lockout, right? They were going to have a lockout anyways because the offer that they're getting is not, if the offer that they're getting is not hitting, Satu just said that. And then, Stewie just said what she said. Angel Reese came out again and said, well, the expansion is good, but, we got to make sure we're focusing on what we already have. And everybody's lockstep. All the players are lockstep in that same message, right? Not too many players. We clown Sophie Cunningham, right? But even Sophie Cunningham was opposed to the expansion, right? So it doesn't matter because
she was opposed to the cities.
She was opposed to the cities. Yeah, she was opposed to the cities.
And
but
that's another thing since you brought it up too.
The second part of that was also the fact that she said something about the players that they already have. Owners aren't already taking care of the players that they already have. That was the second part of that video.
All right, go ahead, Wody. Finish
up. So all of them are opposed to what's going on. They were going to have a lockout anyway. Everything points to them having a lockout anyways.
And even speaking to that, since you did mention it, because when I first heard like there was talks about expanding and what the expansion fee is now, they were talking about Kansas City, talking about Jacksonville before we got confirmation on what cities it was going to be, right? That 200 million, whatever the case they be, that expansion fee that they were putting up for these teams, which some people are aware, some don't know, is that money, that expansion fee gets spread around to the owners. Players not seeing it. So it's beneficial to owners, right? Owners who's been around for a minute, catching a piece of the pie.
It's not even just that. A percentage of it actually also goes to the NBA ownership because the NBA owns about 60% of the WNBA.
Well, that too, and some of the owners are NBA owners too as well, like Herb Simon.
So they're trying to get in.
Our boy Joe Tsai on that's why they're there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a Liberty fan.
Yeah,
love him.
Yeah, I can tell by your accent where you're from New York.
I love his wife. Let me get that right. Love his wife because his wife is who's running Liberty. Hate him.
But yeah, just that was something that I don't know if a lot of people was taking into consideration. Oh yeah, the expansion. It just seems, even though everybody's like, yeah, there's a wave, so on and so forth, and just hear me as I say, like, analytically thinking, if they're capitalizing on the wave of one said player, right, but they're refusing to pay more because so-called wave is not being evident by the rest of the league, then right, they're basically trying to grab as many dollars as they can, and while at the same time not putting out as much money as they can. So probably why the offer that Satu and Stewie was saying they got was so ridiculous. It's like, I will give you a little something, but what they were asking was probably way much more, and it's like, nah, we can't do that. And this is why it can be scary for next season. They probably gonna hold on that and be like, yo, we not counting these Indiana Fever numbers because is way too much disparity between, say, the Connecticut Sun numbers and so on and so forth. Like four or five teams can't carry this league of 13 teams.
I was about to say then there would be a problem because if you look at the doggone Liberty numbers and you look at the Liberty numbers, you look at the Phoenix numbers. Phoenix, the Phoenix has been profitable for years. The Storm have been profitable for years. The Aces have been profitable for years.
Yeah.
Golden State now,
they do okay. They got a fan base. They do.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, Wody, go ahead and finish up, man. Once you finish up, man, we're we're gonna shut it down after this, man. Go ahead and finish up, man. Do what you got to do, man, and we're gonna get up out of here, man. Go ahead and finish and land your plane, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man.
That was more so I was just piggybacking on some of the conversation I was saying with that. So I landed there. That's just like I don't know how much y'all did speak to that, but it is a concerning thing for the next season. What the possibility that they may try to play hardball and they may just take the season away.
But here we go, Wody. The players already put up the ante on that with leverage because now they got unrivals competing. All they got to do is say, "Oh, okay, cool. We can extend we'll extend the unrivaled season."
Yeah.
And then now they're like they're gonna shake.
Yeah, but
they're gonna
look,
shake.
check this out, man. Look, man, we had a great show tonight, man. But sometimes you got to shut it down, man. You know, we was on the D block, man. We gave y'all 2 hours and 30 minutes on the D block, man. Appreciate everybody that came up. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody's support, all the love, man. Appreciate you, Keisha, for coming up. Steady serving ENT. Du jour, L, as always, when she comes up here, you know, mild manner and, you know what I'm saying, do her thing and keeps everybody in check. Appreciate you,
Wody. Everybody fine. We all coming guns
yeah.
a-blazing. She put a muffler on us.
Appreciate you, Wody, for coming back up on the panel. Appreciate everybody in the chat. I saw some new faces in the chat. Lola Emery, appreciate you coming in. Van, you always got it. Yeah, appreciate you, ADP. Everybody that's in the chat, make sure y'all go following So Pretty Tony. I've been working with her, man, to get her podcast off the ground, man. We doing a lot of things around here, man. But look, check this out, man. Tomorrow, I guess. Hey, first of all, I do want to give a salute and my gratitude to Bro Claude and Keisha over there on the Players Club. You know, I call it AKA the whole house, right? I do want to.
I was gonna say the whole house.
I want to sincerely extend my gratitude in everything that they do in this Simply Ball Dropping community, and with what they have done ever since they launched the Players Club YouTube channel, right? They have now become an official partner of YouTube. So now they are monetized. So now they have their super chats activated. They have their membership. So if you're not subscribed to the Players Club, aka the whole house, make sure y'all go over there. Hey, tonight
I'm gonna hit you in the back of your head with a
tonight. I came up on their panel tonight. I was serving free drinks at the bar. They told me I had to be a bartender.
Oh, hey, yo, Blood Fire one time in the temple broke all this.
Nah, they relevated me to a bartender. So I said I had to get up out of here. So I had to leave. I had to go out the back door. I had to get out. But nah, with all sincerity, man, look, they doing a great job. They representing the Simply Ball Dropping community and network real well. Like I stated, I been on this podcast journey for the last 5 years, right? And everybody knows my story. It took me 3 years to get over the hump to get monetized, to become a partner with YouTube. Now I have 5 syndicated shows on the Simply Ball Dropping Network that are partners with YouTube. Steady serving Sports ENT, Mr. Bro Claude, took the ball and ran with it, got monetized within 30 days. Keisha followed suit probably within 45 to 60 days. Then we launched the 4-Court Trio, right? We launched the 4-Court Trio, monetized that channel within 12 days. Now to see that the whole house, aka the Players Club, has followed suit, I'm proud, man. Like I said, it's everybody can eat, man. And like I said, not to, really, pat myself on the back, but I got the sauce, man. All you got to do is listen.
Hey, I want to say, hold on a second. Do y'all realize that this man right here, I ain't no glazer on no man that ain't got good in him. But I got 3 checks 3 checks coming from YouTube. From this man, Keisha, got 3 checks.
Sound like a Jamaican.
3 checks.
That's how we work, like a Jamaican.
How many checks y'all have?
3 job you have, lazy
3
man.
checks y'all have.
Bumbleclaw, I have 3 checks. Put it in my pocket and put it on. Play the gem with your director. It's
Hey, K-Sap.
Yeah.
I know you're going to go.
3
I did
checks
something.
that this man
He
has
got
done.
no K-Step. Play them on. Play them
K-Sap,
on.
big salute to KU, K-Sap. When you said that part earlier in the stream, when you said, I'm just saying what they said, I would say, oh, I see what you're doing. You're pulling your Gilbert Arenas. It ain't me. It's what the media said.
Wody.
It's what the media said.
Wody.
It's
Look,
what
I'm
the
gonna
media said.
it ain't me. It's what they saying.
It's what they said.
Look.
Well, this is what they saying
they
on my
hating on
side
us.
of town. This is what they saying on my side of town.
You
Is
know?
Bro Claude and Keisha, where's my damn cut?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna stay out of that.
Uh-oh.
I ain't got
Oh,
nothing to do with
shit.
that. Hey, hold up. Hey, shout out to Nate for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Nate said this is for L's appearance fee. Okay. I ain't got nothing to do with the L.
He called you a $5.
You better watch your mouth.
L, look, L, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You take that up with
No, it's you too.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Let me tell you,
L,
I done been
L,
up on
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I have been up on all these shows.
L.
Every last one of them. And I ain't got a penny. I ain't even got a cricket nickel.
L.
I ain't coming up no more until I see a check. You got my address.
Hey, okay, we got it.
Or
we
you better
we
send
got
me
it.
a Zelle or something.
So anytime we see your link, we're not gonna click on it. That's all.
I don't care. You
Just not gonna click on it. That's all.
You think you scaring me?
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Shit.
Nobody come to, baby, listen. That's why they always in the
Keep
chat.
on
Talking
over.
about L, go on up on the panel.
Hey,
Bring
look,
L up
L,
on the panel.
L.
I'm the centerpiece.
Hey, look, your place.
They came to see me.
Stay in the chat, L.
She said King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me. They
Hey,
came
look.
to see me.
Hey,
They
what
don't
they
ask for
say?
nobody. Look, they
You
don't
got the
ask for
voice.
They don't
you
ask nobody else. There you
Okay.
go. That's okay.
All right.
All right.
I'm putting cases
I'm
on all
putting
you
cases on all you witches.
But check this out.
I said I'm using my air quotes. I said I'm using my air quotes. I said I'm using my air quotes.
L,
Call
you a
me a
legend.
lie. I don't want to hear.
You're a
Call
legend.
me a lie and shame the devil.
You're a
Who
legend.
else do they ask for in the chat to come up on the panel?
They
I'll
always ask
wait.
for you, L. They
All
ask
right.
for you.
Mhm.
We're gonna get
Put some respect on my name
we're gonna
and
give
my
it
voice.
to you. We're gonna give it to you. Even though they
She ain't
lying,
gonna
we're
say
gonna
it
give
no
it to
more.
you. We're gonna give it to you. They ain't coming to see you, Otis. That's right, Wody. They ain't coming to see her. They ain't coming to see her.
I love y'all. You know I'm
Hey,
playing.
appreciate you, L. Everything that you do, man.
This girl here, let me tell y'all so much of a savant this lady is. I appreciate Sister L for just caring. Because I was real bad on how I felt about Angel Reese. I want all the youngins to really listen to me. I was actually in an angered point. Then I had things that was going on in my life. People were passing. My brother died this year, you guys. First cousins, all of these people that was very, very close. And she called me. Well, she texted me, you okay? Before anybody else did. This is true. Keisha was the second. Of course, I talk to K-Sap every day, so I'm not counting you, bro. But I want to say, she was like, you can't go over the edge. I know you heard it. I know you heard it. And I have got through 6 deaths It's the 6th month of the year. And I have gotten through 6 close deaths with these people that's on this panel, outside of my baby niece de jour, because I'm very older than you. I could be your dad. So I don't let my youngins have to go through what I see every day, because that is not your burden to bear. This is for me to carry as an old head. And I'm the oldest on this panel. But what I will say that these people, you need to get your channel. We're gonna help you.
Yeah, I'm starting up right now. I just changed what's the name? KSAP, I actually took the name from you. I ain't gonna hold you. It's cooking. The channel name is Cooking in the Kitchen with DC Sports.
There you go.
I'm waiting on the very next Sky game to sit up there, because those are the games. Those and the Liberty games are the ones that I can actually sit down and watch, because a lot of folks be pissing me off. So I'm waiting on that one, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna record a video, and I'm gonna load it up, and I'm gonna let y'all know when I do.
There you go. We got your back.
We got your back. We want you part of what's going on, because a lot of people sleep, but the best of us stay awake even when you're sleepy. You heard what I said? A lot of people sleep, but the best of us stay awake.
While y'all sleep, I'm working.
We work. We work around here. This is what we do. Ain't nobody with me at 4:30 in the morning putting together these things in the videos that y'all see. Ain't nobody with me at 6:45. And
hold up, Bro Claude. I gotta stop you right there. Bro Claude is talking the truth, right? And the reason why he's speaking the truth, man, because he just put a time on it. 4:30 in the morning. Check this out. This is how you got to have a great support system around you, right? And, you know, when you married, your wife understands what your end goal is, right? So when Bro Claude is saying 4:30 in the morning, he's absolutely right. Because Keisha might call us like 3:30 in the morning, y'all. Keisha might disturb us at 3:30 in the morning, talking about what y'all ninjas doing. And it's a fact. And when we do that, and when we all pick up the phone simultaneously, that means we working. Bro Claude is out there 4:30 in the morning preparing for his shows to do the crash out room, right? Keisha puts in so much work behind the scenes that, see, a lot of people don't know about, right? It's a lot of things that go on to preparation of these shows. So when Bro Claude say 4:30 in the morning, and then Bro Claude goes out and does his shea butter stuff, he's always working. And I'm gonna put this out there again. I have a government job that I attend to every day. So I don't want people to think that the only thing I do is YouTube now.
No, I got a government job.
I got a real job.
Yeah.
And I find a way to sprinkle the YouTube in. See, people don't understand that. People just think that I set up on the YouTube page. Or no, I got a real job. The way my lifestyle is set up, I got a real job. But when you want to achieve certain things, like Bro Claude said, 3 different incomes from YouTube, the grind, you got to grind. Sleep is for the weary. When y'all sleeping, we working. And that's why I appreciate people that stay on our stream, that we be up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. People are still in here rocking with us and conversating us with us in the chat. When I first met ADP, I said, ADP, does she even sleep? Like, I don't even know when she finds a way to go to sleep, because she don't miss nothing. And like I said, with Keisha be doing a lot of stuff. And when sometimes Keisha send us a message, I'll be like, nah, Keisha, go ahead and go to sleep, man. You deserve it. Go ahead and take a night. Go ahead and lay down, man. We got this.
Because you know I crash.
She do more crashing than me, y'all. That's why she always calling somebody 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's why she always calling people 3:30 in the morning. What y'all ninjas doing? Y'all ninjas sleep? Yeah, that's how Keisha work. But nah, we building
We
something
can tell
special over
y'all.
here.
We tell you always working KSAP because you always coming up on the D block at 1, 2, 3 o'clock
Yeah,
in the
hey,
doggone
but see,
morning.
I think everybody like the D block, man. They
We
like
out on the D block.
yeah, they like the D block, man. So I'm gonna start. This is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start doing my shows on the D block. Everybody love the D block. ADP love the D block. So that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. So to my sister that's in the chat tonight, so pretty Tony, I've been working with her. She gonna be another person that's gonna be branching off, doing what she got to do. And then the Jour, she's starting to work on hers.
Yeah,
we got other
a link.
people that
Yep.
we're working on, but as a community, we grow together. So we gonna
We
get
got
this
Miss
thing.
D and we got you too, ADP. We got
ADP and Miss D, we got y'all. Don't worry about it. We got y'all. That's a priority. And L is relaunching her.
Tulip 2.
thing.
Tulip 2. I just subscribed to Tulip page.
Tulip
Her
2.
edits be fire.
Yeah. So
Tulip.
y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all go subscribe.
Yeah,
to these
somebody
people's
needs to
channels.
send me Tulip's
Yeah.
page information.
Y'all go
I'll send it
subscribe
to you
to
and
these
I'll
people's
send it to you.
channels.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure y'all subscribe to ADP's channel, Miss D's channel, So Pretty Tony, and L's channel, right? L and Keisha are working behind closed doors, and their show is going to be up and running soon.
Yep.
So, guys, we building something strong.
You got to make that announcement so I can go to their
Yeah.
channel immediately.
Yeah. So, like Van said, man, we trying to take over this YouTube stuff, man. We got a lot of motion, man. But just like I said, I got the sauce. All you gotta do is listen, and y'all gonna start hearing this every day of y'all's life. Y'all gonna start hearing this.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
So like I said, keep growing, keep flowing, man. And without the people in the chat, we can't do this. But you gotta go subscribe and support these other channels. Y'all subscribing to these other channels is not hurting me. It's just helping me because that's letting people know that, damn, Simply Ball Dropping and the Simply Ball Dropping Network and their community, man, look what they are doing for all these other channels, man. Like I said, when I started, I had to learn all this stuff from scratch. So I took what I learned to better myself, to pass it on to you guys so y'all won't make the same mistakes I made. And everything will be running smoothly. So what we doing over here, we're doing something special. So just stay with me, stay locked in, stay focused, and start supporting all these channels, man. It don't cost nothing to subscribe to nobody's channel. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, because every day with social media, you got your phone in your hand at all hours of the day, and you'll see that notification come up. You don't have to be in their chat all day. All you got to do is go in there, show them some love, and get out if you can't stay the whole time. So that's all you got to do. And that's all I got to say. And I'll let Bro Claude and Keisha finish it up. Then we're going to get up out of here. Go ahead, Keisha. What you got?
No, I'm good. Thank y'all for all the people that support me. I be sleep sometime, but I be woke half the doggone day and then I crash out. But I'm glad I'm up here doing my thing. If I start talking loopy, just tell me to go on mute and go on back to bed.
Loopy. Nah. But that's what it is, man. Like I said, God bless to everybody that's in the chat. Keep supporting us, man. Keep sending them donations and super chats. That's what keeps us really afloat, because, you know, we don't want to get lost in the shuffle in YouTube, man. We want to always stay off in the algorithm. But when they see that name Simply Ball Dropping, they're going to throw you off in the algorithm. If y'all come from my community, y'all going to be off in that algorithm. And if y'all come from my community, like I told you, Jour, be prepared to get clipped. But it is what it is. The D block, the D block, the D block.
I tried today. If I get clipped today, then we know they hating.
Yeah, but that's what it
I
is.
was
You know what I'm saying?
today.
Yeah, look, check this out. When you're great, they're going to hate.
Hey.
And with that being said, look, that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Guess what? We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.